Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we have a few points to talk about. Bitcoin actually rallied. Bitcoin is above $80,000. We saw this week, just in the past 2 or 3 days, we saw Solana rallying. We saw Zcash, Link. We saw a couple of other altcoins skyrocketing just because of some bullish news. We're also having bullish news coming from the Hormuz Strait. So overall, geopolitics they have been good this week, and this could mean that a bullish couple of weeks, maybe even months, are in our way, are in our future. But let's take a look at the currencies. Let's take a look at our cryptocurrencies and see where we are right now. Let's start by looking, as always, at CoinMarketCap. So let's jump right into it. So starting right here from CoinMarketCap, we have Bitcoin right now at 80,573. We have Ethereum at 2,319. We have BNB at 645. Then we have XRP at 141. Solana at 92. Solana is up 10% in the past 7 days. Then we have, look right here, what we have. Hyperliquid at 42. But guess what? Zcash, which by the way was what, 200 something in the last video, is now at $600, up 55% in the past few days, in the past week. We then have Monero, which is 408. Monero, which was climbing a lot, it went up by a ton. Then also Toncoin, which is from the Telegram ecosystem. Ton is up 81% in the past 7 days. 81%. They're doing a lot of launches and a lot of things right now, so this is why they are very, very bullish. Then, for example, Sui is also doing a lot of things right now. They started to bubble up in crypto Twitter, started to pop up on a few radars, and now they're doing, I think that it is zero fees for stablecoins transferred on Sui chain. So that is interesting to see how that will attract a lot of people that are trying to do, gasless. So we have World Liberty Financial, which is up 25%, Uniswap up 15%, and then we have Ondo. For some reason, Ondo and Near are also up. Ondo's up 47%, Near is up 20%, and then we have ICP 50% in the positive. So you can see a lot of coins that you thought were dead or disappeared. They are now currently climbing in a very steady manner. You can see everything is kind of upwards. See, in the past 30 days, so in the past month, it is up 12%, Bitcoin is up 10%, and Zcash is up 61%. So right here, yeah, I think you can see 61% right here on Zcash. So yeah, a lot of things are going up a lot, but still Bitcoin is what moves that price. And remember when I told you last week that when Bitcoin goes up and then slows down, money trickles down to Ethereum and then trickles down to altcoins. And Solana, for example, had a very good trickle down effect, cascade effect from the money flowing from Bitcoin elsewhere. So if we take a look right here at Bitcoin, Bitcoin right now is doing really good. Bitcoin is doing higher highs. As you can see, if you go on the daily, you can clearly see that is on an uptrend. It will be better if we close the month above the 96,000, because it means that it's going to be up, or at least the 91,000, because it means that it's going to be upwards than this last bottom, or this last segment that it was a few months ago, from November all the way to late January. So if we go above this, then it should be clear skies for us, and we're getting close to that because we're now 80. We even got all the way to almost 83,000, but we are there. We have to see if we have the strength to keep going up. You see, we lost a little bit of momentum, but if we are able to go above the 200 moving average, then this should be a little bit better on us. On Ethereum, things look a little bit more different. The bottom that we have to look right now is the 3,000 almost. So almost the 3,000, and we're nowhere near that. So differently from Bitcoin, which were somehow close to that number from late January, for Ethereum, we're not even close to that. So we would have to go up. You can see we're far away from the 200 moving average, which is all the way at 2,600. So unless we get there very fast, I don't see Ethereum having that, and you can clearly see that it doesn't have that strong momentum like Bitcoin does. And Solana, look at Solana has been ripping since 4 days ago. So since May 5th, it has been ripping upwards, and now it looks like it could do another leg up, but we have to slow down a little bit more on the Bollinger Band. So most likely we're gonna go back towards the 92, maybe even 91. Also reset right here the RSI and the MACD, and then look for another leg maybe towards the 95, 94. Now, looking at the Film Read Index, retailers are very, very happy. So 47 is neutral. We're back in neutral territory. Yesterday we were in fear, and today we're in neutral. Maybe next week we're gonna be back into teeny, greedy, just a tiny greed. Maybe we can get to that point, because again, retailers have the memory of a goldfish, and it clearly shows right here with the Fear and Greed Index. But that being said, Solana is doing very good. So Solana is something that I have to keep an eye on, because it could print a lot of money if we do things right. Now, if we keep that good momentum when it comes to global politics and geopolitics, so if Trump and Iran and Israel is able to get to some sort of final agreement, not just ceasefires, not just we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. No, if they're able to set in stone what they are going to do from now on moving forward, then that will be huge for Bitcoin and for all risk assets pretty much. So I am going to keep an eye on how things expand from this point, because it could be I wake up and I see some news that is going to print on Bitcoin, and maybe also on altcoins, and for sure I'll try another speculation strategy, maybe even buying a spread, not a call spread but a debit spread, and have a huge leg up, make some money on that uptrend. So who knows? We have to see how the markets behave and how politicians behave pretty much. But now going back to the topics, what I've done right now, if you go to Ethereum right here, I sold a 2250 for May 11th. So for Monday, I just sold 19 contracts. I'm going to collect $42. I believe they were safe. I am right now in the red because I sold it around right here, 2300, 2330, 2320, and now we're going down. So this is why we are a little bit in the red, but I still think that we have a lot of time and a lot of upside here on Ethereum. But looking at the copy trading, which is something interesting, we are up. We're positive, and we're a week in May, and we're already 1% right here and 0.4% on the 0DT. So the 0DT is up 0.4%. The alt DTE is 1%. So we're doing fantastic. Very, very good returns that we're having. And we're seeing a new influx of people joining. So thank you very much for joining. If you have any questions, just either ask right here. If you want to just ask questions that are a little bit more technical, just go to Telegram and talk there, and someone will be able to help you over there. But that being said, we are looking very, very bullish right now on the both strategies. Both strategies are performing very, very good, and I'm very excited for this month, because last month we closed at 3% and 2.3% on both of these vaults. And if we keep this momentum, these green candles, this huge movement in the markets, we have more volatility. With more volatility, we can collect better premiums, meaning that we can make higher yield. So with more volatility, especially with more volatility in a single direction, you can go up and down a little bit, but still doing higher highs. We are able to generate more income because it is still directional. It just shoots up so fast, and it has to correct a little bit, and it shoots up so fast again, and it has to correct a little bit. And this is when we have huge IV where we can collect juicier premiums. So hopefully the markets are able to help us so we can get better yield once again in these vaults. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. As always, I'm going to be here every week waiting with a video for you. So hopefully I'll see you guys in the next week. So thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video, as always, right here. Take care.